This is TWiT.
Antitrust is coming at Microsoft and other companies, though, from Europe in big time. The guns are firing. Amazon and Apple have now been fined $218 million by the Spanish antitrust watchdog. Now, this is saying that they colluded. I'm not sure I agree with this one, but they colluded to limit the online sale of Apple devices in Spain. Apparently, when Amazon and Apple made a deal for Amazon to sell Apple phones from Apple on Amazon, they agreed not to allow third parties to sell those same phones. More than 90% of the existing retailers who were using Amazon's marketplace to sell Apple devices were blocked as a result. Apple's device cost went. The prices of Apple's devices sold online went up as a result. Amazon says we reject the suggestion that Amazon benefits from excluding sellers from its marketplace. Our business model, Your Honor, our business model hinges precisely on the success of the companies selling through Amazon. I think, Alex, you might have covered this in Always Day One. Amazon does these deals, don't they?
Yeah, this is part of the business, and I also don't really think that they care about the fine from Spain. I mean, a couple $100 million to them is it's a drop in the bucket ultimately, and they can put their legal team on it and fight it and come to a settlement that's half or a quarter of that and continue to move on. And by the way, I also want to apologize to your listeners. I said that Microsoft was around $1 trillion. It's actually, I looked it up in the break, $2.5 trillion.
That's
so
amazing.
Yeah. 2.5 times that. So now it definitely needs to squeeze out the market. But wanted to make that clarification.
But I think this also is such a perfect illustration about what Alex was saying around how you have to just squeeze whatever you can. Because again, let's think through the actual dynamics of this. Amazon, clearly, iPhones being sold on their platform is a good thing overall globally for the business. Apple willing to go on the business, but doesn't want third parties to sell them. They want to sell them under the Apple name. A little deal is done. And, globally, that's potentially a huge business for both Amazon, and it's good for Apple. But obviously within that limits consumer choice, and a country like Spain seems to be going after this. The fact that they would even make that deal for the Spanish market and almost, I don't want to say waste their time, but something that small in their larger business is a reminder that, the dynamics are set up internally where they are trained to squeeze every market for whatever they can. And this is also a reminder, again, these are the things where we're actually seeing results and wins in antitrust around the world, and we're almost all laughing it off. And I am kind of laughing it off. Again, $200 million, it's an FTC budget, but it's a drop in the hat for them. So I think this case actually, exemplifies a lot about how big tech competitive dynamics work around the world.
Just wait until Spain finds out how much Google's paying Apple to be the default search on the iPhone.
What is that? The estimate I saw last time I saw was $11 billion a year. I think it's gone up from that.
It's got to be more than that.
Yeah, it's a big part of Apple's services revenue is money, a check from Google. Now it's instantaneous thanks to FedNow, by the way. Apple says that, we're just trying to keep counterfeits off of the Spanish Amazon. But really, they're just trying to keep third-party sellers from selling iPhones. Apple's always done that. They want to completely control the channel. That way they control prices. Yeah, it's good for their business. And maybe it's good for consumers. At least if you're buying an iPhone on Amazon, it's legit, right?
They just decided that they want to, care about counterfeits the moment that Apple came in with an exclusive deal for them. They're like, we don't need to sell counterfeits anymore.
It's a good deal. It's a profit deal. I get it now.
But think about it, again, it's within the EU. Apple, the right to repair, it's a lot more aggressive. So Apple has to let you actually repair your device. You crack your screen, you don't void your warranty if you go actually get your screen repaired. But to me, my favorite and the one I'm most excited about, and the realization of good policy is if the next iPhone will have a USB-C, at least in Europe, because they have to, and they have to have single chargers, and I can finally get rid of my lightning cables, because the day that happens, I will just,
Let me channel
policy meets.
Let me channel Apple fanboys though, because we got a few of them on our show, MacBreak Weekly. That is the EU dictating technology to a technology company. These guys are not technologists. They shouldn't be dictating what happens when the next thing comes along and everybody's stuck with Type-C because the EU said you have to use it.
Yeah, but then don't make my iPad Pro USB-C. Keep it Lightning. I'm an Apple fanboy through
He's right.
and through.
He's totally right.
I'm an Apple fanboy, but just let me carry only one or two cables max.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah. I've been walking around with a broken iPhone 10 for about a year waiting for that USB-C 15. If the iPhone 15 comes out and there's no USB-C, I'm going Android. That's ridiculous at this point.
Pixel time.
Yeah.
Pixel Pro.
Yeah. No, I think you're going to win. I think we're going to see USB-C quickly, and it's the right
Thanks
thing.
to the EU. Thanks to the EU.
Yeah, and also maybe it would have happened anyway, because as you pointed out, they've already done it with every other device of theirs is Type-C now.
But now you're going to have to charge AirPods with the same lightning cable. It's gonna be like, just do.
My AirPods wireless charging works. The one device where
that's true.
It actually does
that's
the
job. That's a good point. It does have wireless.
My iPhone takes like 2 days, but.
Yeah.
Hey folks, I'm Ant Pruitt and I have a question for you. How do you think your hardworking team, with a Club TWiT corporate subscription plan, of course, show your appreciation and reward your tech team with a subscription to Club TWiT? Keep everyone informed and entertained with podcasts covering the latest in tech. With the Club TWiT subscription, they get access to all of our podcasts ad-free. And they also get access to our members-only Discord, access to exclusive outtakes and behind-the-scenes footage and special content like the fireside chats that I enjoy hosting. Plus, they also get shows like Hands on Mac, Hands on Windows, and the Untitled Linux Show. So, go to twit.tv/clubtwit and look for corporate plans for complete details.